everything about this episode. We're headed to a 9-hole golf course that packs an absolute punch. It's got beautiful fairways, greens, and everything needed. That's Eastland Golf, the Green View Inn. Now, Eastland Golf Course is hidden. It's almost in Vineland. You ain't going to really find it on a map. It's not really much of a golf course anymore. It seem to be targeting weddings and venues of that nature, but they got this 9-hole golf course that needs to be discussed. You really can't find it on Golf Now, so let's walk on in and talk to them about getting out there, and that was pretty simple. There was no one there, and you could tell right away with the amount of grounds crew people at this golf course that it's unbelievably in great shape. There's only a total of 9 holes at this course, though. Kind of tricked me. I thought there'd be 18. I thought it was a smaller course, but these holes are pretty long and they're fun. This is number 1 right here, and you can see on that left-hand side you got these trees. They did a great job at having different types of trees throughout the course. A totally different feel. You don't feel like you're in South Jersey. Now, it's recommended to have tee times. We showed up a little bit early on this course, but you could see that everything's in pretty good shape here, even the greens. The tee boxes were in incredible shape. Did not get beat up, but we played from the back tees on this course, which we were told by a local walking by that no one plays from those back tees. A lot of character in this course, as you can see with some of these footbridges that we walk through. Total, it's a par 36 that you could lose a lot of holes on. There's these, I don't even know what you want to call them, valleys or just water drainages. They're needed because the course is in such great shape. Obviously, they get a lot of water on this course. You can see by these luscious fairways. In the end of the summer, maybe we may bring up, and just the tee box is just in good shape, and get yourself out of trouble on some of them too if you miss those fairways. This is a long par 5 here with the hole right on the right-hand side with some water coming up there on the right as well. For being a 9-hole course, it plays about 3,600 yards. This is a long par 3 here from the back tees. From the back tees, I think it plays a little bit far. You get yourself out of trouble even if you hit a bad shot, even on that par 5 there. This is a long par 5, but you can see there's bunkers right in the middle of the fairway. Everything is taken care of in great shape. As you can see with these bunkers, that patch of grass has to get cut at some point. And there's a ton of maintenance people throughout this course. Almost so many that it makes you wonder what's going on over there. Close to Vineland, a lot of stuff happening in the farms in that area. They must be translating into a golf course here because this is a great golf course. This is one of the best gems for a 9-hole golf course in South Jersey. You're going to spend a little bit of money here. It's about $35 to walk the course. Got these amazing trees throughout the course. It's got, the course was designed by Francis Galabidita. I probably got that one wrong, but we're going to keep moving on. In 1964, it's in really great shape. The layout of the course from the back tees, highly recommend trying to play that. A lot of elevation. You can see that they're putting new trees in right here on that par 4, which brings you right up to water. And it's very well done. As you can see, we're going to be coming up to it right here, a little footbridge on the way up, but real tight. It's almost like you're playing in Northern California in this course. I would say that this course is pretty challenging. You can find yourself really losing a lot of golf balls off the tee, even if you hit iron, but it's hard not to want to hit driver on some of these, especially if you're playing from the back tees. It's really easy to lose a golf ball. There's a ton of water throughout the course, a lot of footbridges, a lot of bridges, a lot of time put into this course to make it the course it is today, which is at least a $40 bill in my opinion. Is it worth playing 18 holes? Well, if there's not too busy, and it's probably not going to be too busy out there, I would recommend playing 18. This is sometimes with 9-hole golf courses, you're not sure if you really want to play 18 or not. This one I would push it over the edge. I would recommend playing different tee boxes at that point. Play the back tees at the beginning and the front tees at the end. It's going to make it a little bit easier. It's my favorite hole on the golf course, right on the road on behind us. Long par 5, I think. It's got to be a par 5 fairway here, and then also a fairway on the right-hand side that you can't see, with also a tee box on the right-hand side for the senior tees. I think the senior tees get a lot of play here. A lot of water, too, as you can see right up there, coming up on this par 5 here. I would say it's a very walkable golf course. There's nothing challenging about this golf course not to walk it. You don't really need a golf cart. Everything's kind of compact and tight, so I wonder if it gets too busy. Is it even that enjoyable because you could get hit up on some holes because these little 9-hole golf courses sometimes you don't get the best golfers. This is one of my favorite holes too. It's a long par, well not that long, a par four, but it's real tight on the right hand side. You can't absolutely can't go after the pin on a drive, but um, that second shot, there's also a little bit of a valley there with a little footbridge you find yourself into. I don't know if you're allowed to pick and place out of that. We did hit some out of that. And they also have a restaurant that's highly recommended in the area, and they seem to do a lot of weddings on this. But I would think that they're probably going to do a lot of sports golf outings as well. It reminds me of a Hamilton Trails type golf course, which is not that far, about 25 minutes. Definitely in better shape, in my opinion, but you'll pay a little bit more. It's about $35, $45 to play the golf course 2 times if you want to play a full 18. Par threes do play pretty far. I end up hitting 2 balls off this par three here, about 215. Even the other one's about 250 from the back tees. Water right up there, which is fun, into another footbridge, which we'll talk about at some point in another episode. Again, it's kind of tight here. You end up on the other fairway if you don't put the ball in the right position. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Not too many bunkers for the most part, but you'll see grounds crew people consistently working out there all day. At least we did. Not one or two, just a ton. Trash cans were not overflowing. There wasn't trash everywhere. It was a really great condition course. Ice cold water on some of the holes, at least on the front 4 or 5 holes. You can get some water, which was nice. It's hard to get that on some of the courses, especially a $45 course. But even these fairway bunkers here, real prestigious, real tight looking. You don't want to end up in them, but you end up and you're like, well, why would you put that there, But I like it. I think it's fun. I think it brings a little character. Francis did a great job designing this golf course, putting it on the map to bring it probably one of the top 9-hole golf courses in South Jersey. If they brought it to an 18-hole golf course, I would say that this is a course you want to get out there and play. It's hidden. It's a long drive if you're in Philadelphia. It's a long drive if you're outside Atlantic City. But you know what? If you're playing a few courses out this way, I would highly recommend it. That's going to do it for our video. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. This is World Twilight Golfer.